Welcome back to another episode of Kenshi. My name is Tobal, and we're at our new location just north of Squin in the Rainbow Valley. Just a section here between the Squin, the hub, and the High Village. A bit of a small little outpost here. It's not a bad spot, I don't think. We've worked last episode to plan out most of our buildings. We are getting hit a lot with raiders, so it's pretty tough right now. We're having a lot of trouble. I mean, our main squad is handling it. All the combat squad is handling it. It's just quite a challenge to stay on task here and get things done when we have to every couple seconds react and keep everyone out of a fight. So we're doing okay. We're trying our best. Our main squad is, is holding down the fort pretty well. The gray geese are at it as always, making sure that arrows are flying directly into the path of the enemy. I'm going to set them off to the side here because it looks like we have a group of dust bandits coming in. We haven't lost anyone. I'm going to jinx it, but we really haven't lost anyone from the main squad yet. We do have a couple of workers that are down, not dead of course, but just down, unconscious. Luckily all of our puppers are still up. They're all doing really well for the early combat. And I think part of the reason is we got the numbers on these guys. So we're using our numerical advantage to our benefit. Oh hey, a wandering assassin is actually going to come in here and help us out, I think. I think we accidentally just shot this guy. That's fine. He's cool with it. No big deal. So yeah, we're barely taking any hits because we have so many people attacking at the same time that we're outnumbering the enemy. And I like that mod because, you know, if the situation comes where we have too many or we have too few enemies or, you know, whatever it happens to be, damn it, the power doesn't reach here, guys. We're going to be in a position of we're going to be screwed if we are outnumbered. So we have to think tactically in a lot of battles. Make sure we use as many numbers as we can. Currently, I've got the entire bronze squad on passive because I don't want them to have to worry about too much other than getting everything going. In the last episode I mentioned I wasn't sure if this would reach. Basically when you have a power generation device, there's a certain radius which it reaches. Now I'm not sure if we could build something here to connect this or what. It is doing like 46 output, which is really, really good. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be reaching our area. So I wonder if would like put like a, I don't know, like a spotlight. Let's see, electrical torch post. I don't know if we can connect it. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not sure if it kind of piggybacks off other buildings or if it just has to be in the main range of whatever this this area happens to be. An interesting one for sure. We'll see if we can mess around with it a bit. If not, we will probably tear this down and I will cry a bit. We could also put it up here. This is a bit of a hill and this is right next to base. So this should work here. But I don't know. So we'll mess with that a bit. The downside right now is that we don't really have a whole lot going on for our power generation. So therefore we don't have anything going on with our refineries. So we need to get those up and running as soon as possible. I'm going to grab Thendu. And I'm going to put him manually on building this little tiny light. Oh gosh, I lost it probably. It's so hard to see. I built it somewhere up here. Didn't think that one through, did I? Oh, I see it. I have no idea how we managed to see this, but there it is. There's our blueprint of this light post. Let's see if anything happens with a kind of jumping between. No, not really, unfortunately. Doesn't look like this bad boy is going to work for us at all. Okay, I'll dismantle it. I'm going to lose a couple resources, but we do have spare copper, which is important. Farewell, wind generator. You went too young. We'll come back and get those resources a bit later on. I think right now, though, I do need to get, let's see, power, wind generator. And we'll put this on a small hill just outside of base. Hopefully, this is going to give us a nice boost to wind generation as well, because it is on some kind of a hill. Well, we will try to build all three of them here. That's 15 copper, maybe more iron plates than we have available right now. Possibly. So let's have him grab a bunch of copper first. That should cover the copper side of the house, and we'll grab as many iron plates as we can, and have him go crazy on that. We're almost done with one of our buildings, one of our two buildings. In fact, I'm going to pause the longhouse just to make sure that we get the L house done, and so we have something in the event that we need to get some people hiding. We also do have fabric with us, so we'll be able to put down some beds as soon as possible. Who has the fabric, by the way? I think it's one of the gray geese. Yeah, it's Laura has that and a ton of leather as well. She's been kind of keeping all that nice and safe for us. Our folks are crushing it. Someone mentioned, by the way, I did give somebody an order for taunt, and to give them a block order. I think I might do that down the road when we have a little bit more challenging enemies. For the moment, I do want to keep these guys attacking. I think right now Griffin and Wing are set to taunt. So we'll see if that actually does work or not. I'm not sure if it's possible. It might be really interesting, or rather useful, in situations where we are heavily outnumbered, because that way we can have somebody focus on them. Beep in particular is getting attacked by somebody. Oh, it's this guy over here. This one-armed bandit. Need to get that backpack off Tobel at some point too. Why don't we give that to... Let's see, all of the archers have a backpack still, is that correct? Why don't we give that over to Stork, I think? Even though Stork is unconscious, Stork will need... Random. Is he... Oh, he's being carried by goalies. I was so confused. Like, is this unconscious guy working on this? We'll trade with Stork and give Stork the backpack. That way when she starts doing the crafting, she'll be able to drop things off again. Because that was one of her limitations, was that she couldn't drop things off when she did not have a backpack, which is just some weird situation from that. Alright, we'll let this power generator build up. Once this is going, we should start getting... And I don't know how much it's going to give us right off the bat. It might not be enough. This is like a constant state of battle here. It's really, it's pretty intense. Who is this? A Nomad just kind of rejoining his folks? Do we want to trade with the Nomads? Can we trade with them? Let's send Tobel over there and see if they will want to trade with us at anything. They may not, because they didn't have a mission to come visit us in the first place. Nope, can't talk to anyone at all. So we'll bring him back over there. And I think for the most part we're handling a lot of the waves that are coming to us well. There are some stronger raids that are going to arrive, and I believe they are something about the Shek. It's some kind of a Shek faction. Was like the Chosen or something? Kral's Chosen. Kral's Chosen, I think, are a bunch of berserkers. They're Shek berserkers, and they hurt, guys. They are brutal. So unless they come in a small wave, I think our only recourse might be to run down to the city. Again, I'm very happy that we have a city right next door, as this is always a good, option in case you have to evacuate your base. We'll do that. I believe the Shek also come around every so often to take tribute. From what I've heard, they clear out your entire food inventory, which kind of sucks. However, we should have enough to deal with it. So, we'll just have to see if that's okay. One hemp farm is up. Did we miss? We're short on some wheat straw. Did somebody eat it? Like raw wheat? I thought that we had enough to cover that new construction, but it seems like perhaps we don't. Sorry for all those spammy clicking noises. Huh. Okay, so somewhere along the way I've lost a bit of wheat straw. So we don't have enough to finish this wheat farm. We're 9 short. So we'll have to go do a run and grab some of that, because I did make it a extra large wheat farm right off the bat. Our hemp farm is up. Our cotton farm is up. One of the cactus farms are up. Excellent. Who is our farmers here? I think I'm going to have 2 people, because we have so much going on the farm side. I think Stone was one of them. And do we just want to make someone else our farmer? Oh, Thendu, that's right. Thendu was a farmer when he's not doing engineering, although it's going to be a while until he's free again. For the moment, since everything's just starting out, let's go ahead and give Stone back the order to go farming again. We'll do that farm, that farm. I swore that I had the mod here for the posts. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is, you're able to see it. It is hard to see farms on this background. So we've got hemp, cotton, cactus growing. We're going to take the cactus basically and reintroduce it or place it into the next cactus farm as soon as this one harvests. It's going to be 10 cactus, and then this is going to give 16 yield. So we should have plenty of cactus to put into the new farm. That's under construction. There's nothing over here, I believe. Right, so it's just Cotton, which is going to be a... Well, that's actually not bad. 56? Really? I'm curious if this is going to ruin us at the end of it, or if it's actually just going to give us 56. That's still decent, a decent harvest. The hemp farm is good, of course, and yeah, we're all set to go. Let's have Stone also, of course, get the order to produce water and take it over to the tank. Says, let's go ahead and put you to work. You've been doing a lot of our running around, but I want you to start working on... Let's see, what do we actually need right now? These machines only need one person each, so we're kind of at max capacity on our refineries, which is great. The mine, of course, could use more people. Let's have Says, since he's a little bit stronger, he could probably take a shot or two. Let's have him be the copper resource person. Oh, your leg's a bit injured right now. You know, someone had a really good idea. Let me see if I can find it here. It was, there's actually a splinting job. Apparently, it only comes up when you have someone that needs to be splinted. Laura, are you close to Doc at all? I'm sure Doc's in this pile. Let's have her trade her splint kits over to Doc. And let's see if we can make this order. Is it shift? Yeah, splint rigging. Okay, so it actually is a job to splint people. So we'll set that for the moment. I'd have to have it on... I think I'd have to have a splint kit on everyone to give them that job. Oh, no. Actually, I was able to do it just now. Perfect. We'll give that job to everyone, and maybe down the road we'll have a goal of having everyone have a splint kit as well. I also want to take that away, so we all should be on the same orders here for the main combat squad. Doc is the only one who can really do it at the moment, which is not a problem. But that should help people regain use of their limbs a bit faster. I think it lets them move faster. We'll see how fast Says is moving here. His run speed is like 6. Did you actually splint it or no? You're trying to splint it. Let's see what happens. Okay, and then he can actually run. So splinting basically makes the limb usable again. So it is very useful, especially around the base. So thank you very much for that tip. That was a surprise. I did not know that there was a splint job you could give people. We have a lot of dust bandits around. I'm wondering if we can get a job. I don't think we can get a job to forage their weapons and put them away. But I might do that manually down the road. We do have to be careful about Says. He is outside of the normal base area. And I think I might even include this copper node inside the base once it comes to it. Because as far as I can tell, unless there's one tucked along this wall here. And I'll tell you what, let's have Klob. Can you go ahead and do a prospecting run? Because this gives us a massive view, guys. This is actually the mountain right in front of us. So it's all the way down the valley behind us. Because he has such high science skill, he has a very high quality prospecting skill as well. So it's only copper nodes. There's nothing right in front of us. There is something back here. This is a copper resource, but it is a bit outside of where I want to have the walls. I mean, we could always... have a little loop here, but I think this is fine over on this end. This end's going to be a bit janky anyways, but I think we can have the wall dip down, come back around, and this will be our other gate on this side. Or maybe we won't have 2 gates. I don't know. It makes sense to only have one. Not that, people don't need to use this as a thoroughfare. They'll just go around our base if they want to just pass on, by. So maybe we should only have one main entrance that we heavily fortify. Well, with one generator going up, we already have more power than is being used right now, which is awesome. We have 1 stone processor, 1 iron refinery. We have 2 people working the mine. Wait. Oh, Stork is unconscious. Actually, probably, goalies, you can put Stork down now. Of course, Stork and Kai are our smiths. We don't want them doing any of the heavy labor. They have nice, gentle hands. Let's have Starbuck help out on mining stone, and let's give somebody else an order to... Oh, yeah, see, we need more bodies. Let's go do a recruiting run. I think that might not be a bad idea. We need a couple things. We need a bit more wheat straw, and we need to possibly look at getting another recruit. Let's send Lydia and Jade down to Squin. Let's send... Who else do we want to have go somewhere? Let's send Tobel over to the hub to see if maybe we can recruit somebody from the hub. Again, we're looking for more bodies for our the bronze squad, just so we can have more people doing stuff at base. It may not look like we need it right at this moment, but we still need people. We need another farmer. We're going to probably expand our production capacity at some point. So we'll want to have maximum extraction on the stone mine and the iron resource, and then we'll double up our refineries to keep pumping out those iron plates. Because at the start of the game, or not the start of the game, at the start of a new base, it's very important to get that output going. I'm going to actually pause this construction piece because we have way more power than we need right now. So we'll let Thendo go do something else. Stork and Rin are reserved for crafting. Everyone else, I believe, is doing something. Sharon is still unconscious, so we need to get Sharon up at some point. She'll be able to help us extract. Mining, mining, mining. All good. Klob is our resident medic. I guess Klob could assist with... Oh, no, you know what? He was our researcher, and he's going to be busy researching when he's not doing medic stuff. I won't set him a job just yet. Rin isn't doing much, but Rin can't really walk all that much. Let's have someone repair. Well, wait a minute. Doesn't someone have a robotics? Do we have to give that an order too? Hang on, let's see. Interesting. Is there, I thought there was a way to do that. Let's give Doc the kit. Oh, I just sent Tobal away. Does anyone else have a splint or have a doctor, what do you call it? A robotics kit? Or was it only Tobal? I think only Tobal had that. And you've managed to pull a group of enemies. Well done. Well done, sir. Once we have a bit more production going, I will start to lay out the walls. And that's going to be a long, long project for us. Because it's just, there's a lot of, I mean, it's only 1 or 2 building materials per. But it is a very long-term project because Thendu just has to run all over creation to do it. So we probably won't have walls up for a couple episodes. So Doc, can you actually go fix Rin? Am I missing something here about how robotics works? Honestly, you all don't need to fight that. It's not a problem. Maybe we have to have Rin heal herself. Although I'm guessing that's not the case because she's not already doing it. How did we get that to... We did it on Tobal at some point, right? I swear that we tried it. Yeah, I guess I'm just I'm missing something, guys. 'Cause I could have sworn that Tobal repaired his own device. Unless it's just such a crappy limb. No, it doesn't look like there's any restriction on it. It looks like you should be able to repair it. I mean, yes, I gave her like literally the crappiest limb we could possibly give someone. Huh. That's interesting. Maybe when you guys will know the answer to that, and I will eagerly await your information. But Rin is walking so slowly that I don't think we can have her do much, other than maybe work around inside of the base, and maybe she'll do cooking again. That was or no, who was cooking? Tanishi probably. That's fine. We can give Rin an inside job. Oh hey, speaking of, our first building is completed. Let's go ahead and do a couple beds on top, because some people need to rest up. I won't do a ton because I don't want to use up every single free piece of fabric we have, but we will start it out and give everyone a little bit of area that they can rest in. Let's do it right about here against the back wall. You have to be really careful with spacing sometimes. The game gets real fickle about that. I don't know if we want mounted crossbows just yet. For the most part, our main squad is holding down the fort, and if we get hit so hard that we have to use those crossbows, we may just run away instead. Okay, so Lydia and Jade made it into the city. Let's have them go check out some of the trading areas. I don't know if they'll have any wheat straw. I sent Tobal back to the hub, and if we can't find any wheat straw, we'll have Tobal go back into Holy Nation area. Oh, look, there's some wheat straw. Do you have books as well? We probably want to stock up on books. Wow, you don't have anything for us. Do you have some cactus? Not a ton, though. Not a ton of anything. There is also a bar, so let's head over to the bar, see if any Shek would like to join us. Now that we are in a more Shek-friendly zone, I would not be opposed to getting a few more. Run just got jumped by some hungry bandit, which means probably more bandits are coming soon. Okay, the rest of the squad is responding. Just to double check that they aren't trying to solo fight it. You are... Oh, you're a diplomat for the Flotsam Ninjas. That's interesting. Did we ever have any trouble with them? Not really. You look like you could be recruited. Oh, we just got Ruka for free. Nice. What are we going to name Ruka, guys? Let's go with... Oh, goodness. I wasn't prepared for a new recruit right off the bat. Who wants to smash things up? We're going to name Ruka Ma. Alright, Ma, you're going to be a badass destroying Shek of Doom. And let's give a little bit more imposing height. And maybe just a bigger frame. Just a bit. Just to really push home that toughness and attack and strength boost that they get. Alright, Ma, welcome to the Unyielding, or the Redemption Squad. What's our faction name? I always forget the faction name because I always say Unyielding. The Unbroken. Welcome to the Unbroken. Hopefully you will continue and strengthen our group as opposed to being a drain on our resources like some people. Namely Tobel. Okay. Lydia, I forgot to talk to the bartender. Let's see what you got here. Nothing good. We do have a lot of food still with us, so I don't think we're at a food shortage yet, which is always a positive. Let's see if there's anyone inside this bar that wants to join us. I think in this town there's only... there's a weapons dealer, a bar, a trade good... Oh, an adventurer. You know what? Let's have Jade go over here, because this adventuring merchant tends to have some decent things too. And it's a different faction, so let's see what they offer. A few more backpacks. They do have the Thieves backpack, which is really nice. Splint kits, scrap tent. More med kits than we can really ever use. Hey, tons and tons of books. Let's go ahead and grab this entire massive stack of books because we need to restock on all of our supplies for research. We're already doing pretty good in the medic department. I'm going to grab a couple more just to continue to spread out the medic love. And I'll even grab... one or two. Do we need 4 of these? Can we get 4 of these? I'll tell you what, let's grab 4 and we'll give 1 to each of the archers. And down the road, if we're ever out and about and we need to post up and hide, we can have a little bit of recovery time. Great. Great and excellent. Okay, so Jade got a couple resources off of that. Is there anyone else for recruiting here in the bar? It looks like there's a doctor. This is a traditional doctor's garb. Okay, so I don't know if we want to pay for that. What about you? Okay, what about if we use Ma? They might insult Ma. We'll see. They won't even talk to Ma. Oh, there we go. Oh, interesting. They will talk to a fellow Shek. That's really neat. Do we want to pay 6K? We could get 6K in a medic. Let's say not interested for the moment. Let's see who else is around here. They might all be 6K for recruit. So they are also 6K. I do need laborers though. But I'm never going to turn down fighters. I'll tell you what, let's keep this in mind. Let's come back and grab more of the Shek recruits later on once we start to really spread out the B squad. Because remember, we want to have another fighting squad down the road that we start to train up. So we'll come back down to Shek and start supplementing the B squad with Shek warriors because they're going to be a real strong powerhouse. But for the moment, we're still looking for kind of some nobodies because we want to get more laborers to the party. I will use Ma temporarily as a kind of a raw laborer, but we will eventually move Ma into the better squad as well. A cook. Interesting. Someone who has really high cooking skill off the bat. It might free... I mean, we still need people. It might free up one of our other folks to do other things. What do you have, Batai? Another great turret operator. Man, these people, it's people that I really want, but I don't know if I want to go through all of our funds getting people who are kind of like, I guess you could always use them as a laborer until they're needed as a archer. Do we want to do that? Let's grab a cook. Do we have... Crap, we already have Thendu, don't we? Thendu, weren't you in the game already? The French, we wanted to make you a French chef, but I think we made you a French engineer instead. That's fine. So we'll go with, I think at this point, let's add in, looking through our list of people here. We'll do Dietrich. Dietrich, I hope you don't mind being a lovely, lovely chef who literally has a negative to the farming because of the racial stat. But apparently you just overcome that. You've worked hard. You've gone on Iron Chef, and you start with 40 in cooking, which isn't bad. We will use Dietrich as a laborer temporarily, but when the cooking stuff gets going again, we will put Dietrich in the kitchen. We have 17,000 cats left. We still need a couple more wheat straw, and we could do with a couple more recruits. Let's send Tobel over to Stack and get the rest of the recruits. We'll send Dietrich back home. We'll split some things up here in the squad list. Cool. And then, let's see. Anybody else fighting? There's like a huge ongoing... This battle's been going on forever back here. Who is this? It must have been a huge starving bandit horde against a bunch of dust bandits. And obviously the dust bandits are stronger, so they've been beating the crap out of the starving bandits. Maybe I should get the guy that was good on turrets. Yeah, we'll deal with it as it comes in. Okay, so the new recruit is here. Ma, I want you to probably... Do we need... We do need someone else here. For the moment, I'm going to have Ma work on the stone mine. And we're going to have Dietrich mine the iron here with everybody else. Let's get our main squad back together in the center of town, and our puppers are all together. I like how they all look really super bloody, but they're not really hurting. They're just not doing that great. You are actually really hungry. Let's go ahead and put down the feeding trough. As soon as I can find where the feeding trough, I think it's under storage. Is that right? Animal feeder. Yep. We'll get our animals, make sure they're nice and fed. We'll probably also get our longhouse here done as soon as possible. Let's go ahead and unpause this construction. How many building materials are in here? 32, which is more than enough, I think, to finish, yeah, the longhouse. So as soon as Thendu gets a moment, he'll continue to build up the rest of this. What are you making right now? A wheat farm. Wait, did we find wheat somewhere? Oh, that's right. Lydia brought it back from shopping. Cool. That's fine. Tobel will also stop and grab... I hope he has enough space. We might have to get him a backpack temporarily. I like how I just gave the backpack away. I should have thought that one through. He'll have to stop and grab 5 more wheat straw. That should be enough. Actually, how much do we need? We may not need that much. Let's do... We need what? We need... Oh, we only need 4 more. I still don't think he can actually carry that much in there. More dust bandits coming, but not too worried about that. Our main squad will respond. Hopefully, guys. Anybody? Here comes the rest of the party. Ren, you need to be on passive. You are in no shape to do much of anything in terms of fighting. I guess I could put everybody on block here as well, just to work up their block skills if they get caught in a fight. You know what, Ma, though? I want Ma to fight. You're not going to be set to passive. I want you to fight it out and get those skills up. We will eventually send Ma. Again, we're going to send anyone that we plan to have in our fighting squad. We will. God dang it. Every time. I really need to be doing this on live stream so that you guys can scream at me and be like, don't forget about the arm. Alright, we'll take that off. We'll come right back to a different town. We'll be just peachy. We will need a backpack, though, before we are able to get the wheat straw. Let's send Tobel over to Bad Teeth instead. I'm going to stop using him as our go-to. I'm just used to clicking the first person in the first squad as our kind of your runner. But, not working out too well, huh? Beat this guy up, Beep. Oh, Beep the Mighty. be the brutal and savage. We're just getting beset on all sides right now. But I don't feel like we're getting overwhelmed. You know, we're holding our own. Our main squad is doing what they need to do and defending everyone. Oh, by the way, let's see, did we drop the food off? We did. So our animals should be eating. Let's go ahead and drop the storage for fabric inside of this building. What do we want to use this as? This could be a big crafting bin. Do we want to start doing the crafting stuff right now? We could at least put it in and see what's going to fit. So the weaponsmith, can that tuck in under the stairs? It can. So let's put the weaponsmith under here. Hopefully it won't get bugged out by anything. A leather tanning and bench. So we'll put tanning over here. Leather armor crafting on the other side. Maybe I'll put storage to the center. We'll see. Medical workbench we'll put in the corner back here. I mean, these buildings are big enough that you really can do a lot. The thing that takes up the most space actually is storage half the time. Fabric loom we might skip for the moment, and that should be it for all we can craft at this point. So let's put a bunch of storage in. Let's put down a fabric storage. We'll do armor and a weapon storage over here against this wall, in case we start pumping out the leather items for armor. Do a weapon cabinet as well. What else do we need right over here? We need skins probably inside, right next to the tanning machine. We'll put leather right next door here. I'll move the fabric against the wall next to the leather crafting station, because that's also where they use leather or fabric. Anything else we need to put in here right now? Copper, not really. We don't really have chainmail yet. Probably steel at some point. Let's put a steel bar storage somewhere like over here, because we will start processing steel down the road. Probably fairly quickly, actually. Chainmail, armor plate. The rest of this I don't think we need. We're not doing the armor yet, the heavy armors just yet. We probably will very soon though as well. Okay, that looks good to me. Let's confirm all that. Thendu will have a couple more things to work on. For the moment though, Thendu, could you please... I need you to grab an iron plate if there is one. We might not actually have any right now. Just grab a couple. Come back in here, and I want you to make the fabric box. Okay, it somehow that needs building material. That's fine. I think we actually do have building material. Was I wrong? There we go. There's one. Alright, cool. That way we do have some people that need to dump their fabric. We can dump the fabric, and then the fabric will be ready to make the beds. So a little bit easier than micromanaging all the fabric. We'll just have them dump it all. So as you can see here, Laura's actually automatically running to dump all of the fabric she had in her inventory. Boom, right there. And then Thendu will also build up the this other bench here, and Laura just dumped everything in there as well. So, perfect. All good to go there. Tobal, what did you wind up doing? I think you're swimming. I guess you're just going for a little swim. No big deal. We'll get you inside of Bad Teeth here and see if we can't find a backpack, and then more wheat straw, and then maybe a couple recruits. I believe you have your arm off. Is that right? You do. Good for you. What was this? Iron hats? Cool. We've researched that. We also, I forgot that we need a research bench at this point. Can we fit one anywhere in here? We could put it upstairs fairly easily. I think that looks ugly as sin, but if that's where it fits, that's where it fits. We're almost done with the longhouse though. Let's go ahead and put it in the longhouse. The longhouse is going to be for the most part our food production, but that's only going to take up like one wing of the house. So we'll put like research over here or over here, and we'll do food in the opposite direction. I'll probably put a lot of training devices up on top once we get them down the road. Again, I did check the wiki, or not the wiki, but I've checked the mod page for the advanced training mod, and the two ways that you can get it, from what I see, are you can research all of the prerequisite training devices. So like you research the training dummies, you know, simple one. If you research all of them, eventually you will unlock automatically the option to make the advanced training dummies, or we can buy it from the dealer outside of the hub. Alright, so another hand is here. That sounds good to me. Why don't we add in hand here? And let's go ahead and do, you're all set. Let's add Seakrith in here. Seakrith, welcome to the party. You're going to be another laborer temporarily until we get things going. And what about wheat straw? No, you don't have any of that. You really wouldn't, though. That's fine. This is a really busy place. Is there anybody on top sitting around? Nope. It's just basically full to capacity. Great. We got another recruit for the grinder. There's another dock here, which we really don't need right now. I think I'm gonna have to send Tobel back over to the other town because we need the adventure store in order to get a backpack for us because we don't have enough space. Oh, you know what? Between two of us, though, we might could do that. That might work out. We'll try that out here in just a minute. We have to wait for the morning anyways. Who's over here? A Thumper. Yeah, we'll add Thumper in here as well. Okay, we're going to do, we'll add Wyatt into the party. Welcome, Wyatt. And, again, more people for our laboring squad. Eventually, that's going to turn into, like, a home defense / B squad. Depends on who's good at what and what we have available at the moment. Great. That is enough new recruits for me. I'm pretty happy with that. We've got Holy Farm just down the road. We'll send our new recruits over to the Holy Farm. We will get the rest of the wheat straw that we need between the three of them. They should be able to carry the wheat straw. Then that wheat straw farm will start going. We have the appropriate storage here. We've got green fruit, wheat straw, hemp, and cotton. So yes. We have cactus right here, right? Yep. Okay, so we've got cactus storage as well. Cool. Everything is looking good. Sharon finally woke up. Welcome back to the party, Sharon. Let's go ahead and have you work on the iron resource for a bit for us. Must have had a fight way over here, or they're all playing. What in the world? That's adorable. Oh my god, you guys. They all chase whoever has the limb. So Gimli has a limb right now and is playing the limb game. Everyone else has limb jealousy? Are you serious? God, that's the most adorable thing I've ever seen. Can you guys not run off like 10,000 miles though? Because that's mildly irritating. I don't want them to pull any new groups of enemies into us, but I think it's still funny that they all do this. I mean, they're basically dogs, you know? Dogs are going to do what dogs do. They're so adorable. They're so adorable in their deadliness. Okay, let's do... All of our buildings are set up here. Workbench, our smithy is going up. No one's really... Oh, you know what? We can have Rin doing some of the basic stuff like leather tanning, leather armor, and medical crafting. That's mostly going to keep her inside of the base and not doing a whole lot of anything. So it should work well with her leg until we figure out that problem. Okay, hopefully Tobel and the other recruits are getting close to the farm, just over the river. I hope you guys are enjoying the Let's Play. What in the world? Where are you guys going? Is everything like super bugged? Am I just losing my mind here? Okay, so apparently it is this way. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. If you guys have suggestions, as always, I do enjoy seeing your comments on YouTube. So thank you so much. And I do say that I read them because I've found a ton of great tips from people who've commented at any given time. So thank you so much for adding your comments and your tips and strategies. It's one of those games where like you can play it forever, but because you're playing it, you know, so often the same way that you don't realize that there's a different, better way to do something. So you guys have come up with some awesome tips. Nice. We will try to get a bit of wheat straw if you guys have it. You should, I think, have it. We do have enough. That's going to be annoying. We may not actually have the space for it. Oh, perfect. Okay, good. Good. I think that's all we needed was... We'll grab one extra piece just for fun. We could look at getting another pup. Why don't we just ask them if they have anything? They may not. They do have a new pup, a bone dog pup. Ooh, and they do have a couple new bone dog pups. We're a little short on money, but I will go ahead and pick up at least one. Because I do have a goal of having a very fleshed out puppy defense squad. So that is one of my life goals here, guys. So I think we will grab the pup. And who are we missing? We got, we'll do Bippa. We'll do Bippa right now. I think it's Bippa Boppa Bonga? Bomba? It might be 1P, but I think we can rename them down the road. Alright, so this is our new recruit squad led by Tobel. He's going to come back to base. Who's out here in the middle of nowhere? Is this Beep? Who is that actually? Dietrich, what did I have you doing? You came from... Oh, you came from the hub. I'm not sure why you paused in your operations there, running back home. Hopefully you can outrun this group. If not, we'll... excuse me, we'll send the dogs to support. Who is this? Were these just traders? Oh, they're just traders. Okay, so we're at the point where we have a full extraction going on both resources. So on the iron, I think, and on the copper. Sorry, on the stone. Copper is not quite as active at the moment, so Sez can just work on that by himself for a bit. Are we stacking up resources yet? No, we're actually almost doing a 1-for-1. There doesn't seem to be any gap on the raw stone, so it's like as soon as stone is coming out, it's being processed through. Dietrich, what do we want to have you do for a bit? Maybe we'll have you do farming to help out stone, and eventually we'll put you right back into the kitchen doing your awesome cooking abilities. Thank you so much. Well, and the storage for the water. How's our harvest here? You know, honestly, that's not bad for being like a 10% harvest, guys. It's a medium plot, and it's still giving us, what is this, going to be 5 plus 12 plus 16? That's not a bad harvest for a really crappy area, so maybe that means we can grow green fruit here. It might be a crappy harvest, but at least it's extra, you know, extra resources. So that's something to think about. We really need to get this building finished so we can do the tech bench add the tech bench back into our base, and then we'll start doing the walls. I think the walls are going to be coming next episode. It will take some time to finish. I probably will not send our main squad out again until we are very secure about where we stand in the house. Just to let you guys know where we stand here. Can I talk to you because maybe you're Shek? Where's Gar or Ma at? Ma, what are you up to? Here you come. Can you talk to this guy because you're a fellow Shekian? You cannot. Okay, that's fine. I figure sometimes that certain races can trigger comments and things like that, so sometimes people will be more willing to talk to their own race rather than some random person from the squad or the faction. Somehow our folks got bugged out a bit. They don't have the move order. Whenever you see this go to aimless and you've given someone a long run command, you can tell that they've gotten a bit confused there. Okay, so they all have the move order again. They should be on the way. Hopefully all together. I'll actually do this so that they all run at the same speed. Well, awesome. I hope this it probably was a little slow episode for you guys, but if you wanted to see a bit more base building, this is kind of it. We are going to continue our research and keep adding in more and more things here. I will probably rebuild some of these crafting machines down the road because we're probably going to use armor crafting and weapons crafting right next to this area. Yeah, you're going to have a really good time, my friend. Get him, Wing. Come on, one shot. Wing doesn't care. Wing just kills anybody who comes into play. So we'll use we're going to have our dedicated crafting areas. We're going to have, our research area. We're going to have a place where people can train up, food production. We're still pretty low on the tech tree, to be honest, right now. We don't have a ton of things, and we are going to have our main squad go out and find some ancient science books, but luckily we are in a great place to go, down to the southwest. I think there's some neat things to go find out in this direction, and we'll try to take Beep with us as well. I might even send Beep through a basic training course because we need to bump up his strength just a bit. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to steal the item we wanted to steal because, remember, we originally had talked about making Beep the thief in order to steal that 25,000 cat item. But because it's actively for sale at the small bar that's outside of the hub, I don't think he can steal that. He'd have to have... I mean, he already has really great stealth. His sneak is up to like 70s, right? So, I don't know. Maybe, I'll tell you what, let's send him over there. And next episode, I will try to sneak inside during the night, even though it's probably lit up there. And we'll see if he can come up with anything. Yes, this is the gang that killed Gary. Man, Gary was the worst. We killed him so hard. Yeah, we screwed him up, guys. Where's, are they running just super slow right now? Oh, because Toble's running the same pace as Bippa. And of course, Bippa's really slow. Actually, let's just have him pick up Bippa. And that way we can speed Toble's return back to base up as well. Get Bippa reunited with her brethren. Or his brethren, I'm not actually sure. Can you not honestly catch up with the doggo? Yeah, it's alright. Everyone's running to make it home anyways. Alright guys, I think we're coming up on a good point to wrap up this episode. We've got quite a lot built up here, and we're going to be working on the... Wait a minute, are we at no power because there's no wind? What happened here? Oh wow, that sucks. The wind just completely died out. We really need to research the battery technology, and we're going to probably need to research the biodiesel, biofuel technology as well to use some of our fuel through green fruit or something like that. Because if the wind cuts out occasionally, yeah, basically it needs a certain amount of power to even work. So there is no wind right now whatsoever. So that means there's no power whatsoever, and because we have no batteries, nothing is running. So our refineries aren't running, only our manual extraction type of things are running. So we'll have to take a look at that next episode as well, and of course we'll need wind to even enable that, so you know, we'll have to do what we do. I'll have Cez rejoin the main squad. Looks like he's about to get in a bit of a scuffle, but it shouldn't be a problem. Thank you guys so much for your continued support, as always, of this series and more. I do hope to continue bringing you Kenshi content. And if you have any suggestions, as always, leave them in the comments below. Feel free to join our Discord. That link is in the description below this video. And you can follow me on Twitter at ToblePlays. I do promise to stop advertising those things. I just wanted to get a couple episodes in where we told people about the Discord. Thank you guys so much. I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you in the next episode.